Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Pokemon Z. And we are starting off this episode with a little task from AZ, and he's asking us to drop Leader her things that she has left at the hotel. So, again, in this episode, we're just going to be kind of narrating over the top of everything that happens, breaking down those battles a bit more, because I actually preferred doing it that way in that previous video. So, here we go then. We've dropped Leader her things. We get to see her do a little boogie before we have this battle with her. So she starts off with Launcher. I was not prepared and forgot to set my Pokemon in the correct order. So we lead off with Binacle, and the first thing we do is switch out to Bellsprout. With Bellsprout in, we go with that Razor Leaf. Notice it doesn't do much damage, and that's when I noticed that I am still well under leveled after that Zavi fight, because I didn't actually level anyone up. We go for the growth there after Infestation, planning for the next fight in this match, but she sends out a Vanillite, so obviously Ice type, so what we need to do is get our little fire line out there. So we go with Litleo next. Ember, hit with that Icy Wind, and we use a potion here on Bellsprout. The reason for that is because we know she's going to use her Staryu next, so bearing in mind that she's going to be using Staryu, if we get that Pokemon up and healed ready to go for that next fight, we can do this. So we hit that Ember, kill that Vanillite, and get Bellsprout in straight away, so we can get that crying motion out of the way, ready so that we're just able to fight as soon as she sends out her Staryu. So here we go then. So Staryu's out. We go with Growth. Staryu uses Harden, but we're using those special attacks. So we hit that Razor Leaf, we hit that Vine Whip, and easy as that. For a fight where we started off a little bit under leveled, I think we actually done okay in that one. But we got the win, and all that was next to do there really was just go into the battle zone. So what I've done here is same as last time. I've just kind of gone into the final one of the battle zone to get that challenge rather than all of them. So the reason I used Litleo against this Fletchinder was because I had to use a fire type move to start the fight just for some extra points. Turns out I didn't actually need them, but it worked anyway. Litleo won. We then switch into Binacle to use those rock moves. So starting off with Rock Blast, and then we finish off the Pidgeotto with that Rock Thrive, I think it was. I can't even remember now. But as you can see, we got the points, we leveled up, we got our Challenger ticket. So on the way to that Challenger match, I thought we're going to heal up our Pokemon, so we're ready for taking on that Challenger match against Rintaro. But after I've healed up my Pokemon, we get a call, and that call is from Mabel, asking to see us. So, I think, why not go and see Mabel? We get there and we're greeted with the Kanto starters. I picked Squirtle just because it didn't really matter who I picked, because I can't actually use any of them. So, I just thought I'd add this in, that we have gone to see Mabel to get a useless Pokemon before our promotion fight, which leads us on to said promotion fight. So here we are against Rintaro the waiter. He leads off with, I can't remember, but we're going to find out. So here we go, Simisage. Leads off with that Simisage. He uses the evolved Monkey Trio. We've got Binacle out again, so not the best, but we pause here and wait and wait and wait. Then we switch out so we don't take any hit from that Magical Leaf. We swap the Pokemon at the right time. Lead in with the workup. Hit that Fire Fang. Go for the Ember. We hit that. And then we try to finish it off with the Heads Up. Down he goes. We now know he's going to use one of the other ones. We don't know which one, so I don't make the switch out there. I wait. In comes Weeping Bell. And he hits me with the bite. I go for the Razor Leaf, and he hits that awesome Protect. Fair play, Rintaro, that was a great Protect. But we then used the Growth, hit that Vine Whip, got that Razor Leaf, down he went. We now know he has to be using the third and final one, so we get in that Binacle ready for the fire one. He cannot let his dream end here. I'm afraid he's going to have to let his dream end here, because out comes Simisear. We go with that Bubble Beam, and again it's another great protect. I forgot how good that move is until this fight when it hit those two. But then we hit the Rock Blast, and then we go in with that Bubble Beam, and as you can see there, Rock Throw to finish it off, and the victory. So, normally, we rank up here. This is where I would say stay tuned for the next episode. But as we leave the restaurant, we get another call. So, we take the call, and it's from Emma asking us to chase a Pokemon, because as you can see there, we have found 10% Zygarde. Dog form, I think it's one of the coolest looking Zygardes, if I'm being honest. People will hate me for that, but I think he looked awesome in his 10% dog form. We've been asked to track him down, so that is exactly what we're going to do. So, after we've tracked him down, he does lead us to this building, and he just stares at the roof, as you can see. Fair enough, let's stare at the roof. He then shouts at me. Pretty scary. And then not only does he shout at me, he kidnaps me. Kidnaps me, takes me onto the roof of the building, and this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, and this is where the bulk of the video actually comes from. We're going to keep all of this in there to kind of go through what's happening, because there is story beats in there that I feel we should keep in. I know I'm not hitting all the story beats in these videos, but I feel like bits like this we should keep in there. So let's see what they've got to say. So, how did you even get up on that roof? AZ, Floet alerted me that there could be another case of Rogue evolution. Lucario, deliver this Mega Ring. So, Lucario manages to get up on the roof with me. We've been told there to defeat the Rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon, we have to use a Mega Evolved Pokemon of our own. We don't have one, but that is where Lucario comes into play. So, Lucario manages to get up on the roof with us, delivers us the Mega Ring, and he's already holding his Mega Stone. So, we received that Mega Ring from Lucario and get ready to take on the Absol. Remember what I told you about Mega Evolution? Ja-Krispy put on the Mega Ring. And here we go. So, Absol in the back, getting ready to Mega Evolve. We've got Lucario to help us. How well does it go? Well, there's only one way to find out, I guess, and that's by watching the battle. So, here we go then. So we're in that fight with Absol. I must say, I know I've played through the game a few times now, but I still love these fights. These battles against the Rogue Megas are so cool. I love the atmosphere around them, I love the music around them, and I love how each one has that slightly different battle tactic that you have to then work around, not just protecting yourself, but also protecting your Pokemon whilst trying to get through and defeat the Rogue Mega as well. It's just such a cool idea, and it's been implemented so well into this game. So we've just been taught there how to Mega Evolve. One thing to remember, must not let yourself fall during battle. So that's kind of what I was just talking about then anyway. So start off obviously with Aura Sphere. Great move. We know it's super effective. I thought I was going to dodge that. That's why I stopped moving round to the right at that point, but obviously not. We know Bullet Punch isn't great, but it's worth using it as much as possible just to get in those extra hits and just chip away at his HP and try and get some more of those Mega Orbs. So again, went with the Rock Smash. He did dodge it, so we've gone with Aura Sphere. Moved out the way to take those attacks away from Lucario onto myself, which seemed to work. Getting missed at both. Time to Mega Evolve, and Mega Lucario is so cool, so cool. For those that haven't seen it, he is in my team of my last playthrough, so when I just used my favourite shinies. shiny Mega Lucario and so forth. But we've got the stun on him, we've hit the Rock Smash, we've hit the Bullet Punch, another Aura Sphere, another Rock Smash, so we know he's about to unleash a big attack. I thought it went further than that, but it doesn't. I also thought it moved, it didn't. So we go straight back in, another Aura Sphere, another Rock Smash, and then another Bullet Punch. And we just kind of rinse and repeat for the rest of the fight. Another Aura Sphere, we get another stun. I would have liked this to have come a little bit later, if I'm being honest, because he now starts powering up to do that attack again. That missed. I don't know how that Aura Sphere hit him, but didn't do any damage. So again, I'm expecting it to be a huge AoE attack. Not, but it gave me a chance to get that Aura Sphere back up. We managed to hit that and a Rock Smash just in time before we then lose our Mega. So picked up a few Mega Orbs there, waited for him to come close to hit that Rock Smash, then that Aura Sphere again, and at this point we can see very low on health. I'm not actually concerned about this battle anymore. It's just more about not doing that and missing the attacks. So we hit the Bullet Punch, I got hit that time, another Aura Sphere, Rock Smash, Bullet Punch to then get up enough to be able to Mega Evolve again. We hit that Mega Evolve at the right time because it blocks the incoming damage as well. We did get the right and a stun off the back first. Aura Sphere, which means we can just kind of go to town, put some work in. We hit that final Aura Sphere, and that does bring that first Road Mega to an end. So I was going to end it there, but I wanted to keep this bit in there as well, because I just think this is pretty cool that we then get the respect of that Absol. He does want to join the team. It's some twist of fate has led our paths to cross. He wants to be on the team, so he has joined the team. But with that being said, that does bring us to the end of this episode, so stay tuned for the next one to see if we can rank up more on the next episode of Pokemon Z. Thanks for watching, guys.